Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are going to be cruising Colorado once again. We need to finish off the new Colorado DLC event. We've still got some deliveries to do. I can't remember exactly how many we need to finish. I think we've done about 5 out of the 13 that's required. So we'll have to wait and see. Yes, 5 out of 13 indeed. Now the problem is that there are certain places that I have already been to but haven't actually made a delivery to. Grand Junction we simply drove through. So places I have actually made a delivery, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Colorado Springs we're going to be delivering from. So that is the next one. So a load up to Fort Collins would be good, and we can work our way along the top. Alternatively, we could work our way down to the south. Let's see what we have available. So it'd be nice if there was an option to actually sort. Okay, well there's Grand Junction, we could get that out of the way. It is quite useful to just get that knocked off the list. There's not that many other attractive looking deliveries, so that might be what we do. Yeah, Grand Junction it is, I feel. Seems good. And that will qualify for 2 parts, or it should do, because it is making a delivery from one place to another place, and it is to or from. Okay.
Let's go.
Well, at least we're not having to drive too far away. I'm gonna have to get used to these controls again. I've been playing Euro Truck Simulator 1 just recently, and been using the keyboard for that. The controls in this are a little bit different and a little bit more precise, but also a little bit more realistic.
I'll find a new route. Turn left. Turn left.
Now I will need a rest at some point as well.
Turn right.
We'll see how long this delivery is and see where
We're
good stopping
here.
off points are
Now
in
drop
between
the load
times.
and go.
Around the corner looks like. Yep. Back it up. Back it up like a Tonka truck.
Let's do
Touch.
this.
Just had to remember what the keys were for a second there. Off we go. Hey, Woodscrap. Welcome, welcome. A webcam, wow, a phone that is doing its best effort. Just makes me even more self-conscious about scratching my face. Or yawning. So where's going to be a good place to rest? There's not many rest stops, are there? 5 hours 46. I didn't actually look and see what times I had. How do I get over there? We have to go the other way around. That's really annoying. There's fuel there, which is in 262 miles. I think I might just have to rest before I go. You should shave. That's not why my faces don't get itchy when they have beards. Faces get itchy for a variety of other reasons. When you're growing a beard, it's itchy. When it's grown, it's not. Common misconception. if it gets itchy when it's grown, you should probably look after it a bit more. Maybe wash your face every now and then. Also, you might just have dry skin. That helps. Yeah, that does happen. We should check what we actually
Let's get this job done.
need in terms of rest. Okay, rest stop 4 hours, 35 minutes. We might be able to get there all the way. Yeah, honestly, we're just going to get all the way through because we'll be speeding most of the way anyway. It's fine. We can even just drive this way for the sake of it. Yeah, it's actually less trip distance too. One day I'll get fined, only if I turn fines on again. So no.
Time to get the job done.
That is something I had to be very mindful of. Speedrun
left.
I was doing last night in the first Euro Truck Simulator. It was to unlock a new country, because you don't have them all available when you first start. You choose your starting country, and you only have the license to operate in a couple. So
Turn right.
you have to save up, and if you get speeding fines, which you can't turn off in that game, then it basically ends up that you have to do another delivery and it adds 12 minutes onto the run. It's pretty brutal.
Go straight.
But in this, you can just turn them off. In the career modes for
Then turn
this,
left.
we do have it so that if you're doing
Turn
like the
left.
first to 100,000 or first trailer or anything like that, then fines are on. And if you're trying to get to, which one is it? If you're trying to get to the 600,000, the current balance, then you don't want speeding fines. It's basically like running it in hardcore.
Then turn right.
Now the reason for that though was because it's by default turned on when you start a
Turn
new
right.
profile. However, they have changed the options now. And you can now set unifying options across all of your profiles instead of having it tied to the profile. So when you create a new profile, it starts from the same baseline. So I'm not sure if we need that same restriction anymore. But I don't know, it makes it more, more hardcore, basically. But otherwise, if you get pinged for $2,000 or something for a speeding fine, that's going to be another delivery you'll have to make probably, which adds a decent chunk onto the time. I think no one's actually done a run of that category yet. I was attempting to. I think I did complete one, but it was pretty garbage. I should have submitted it anyway. Maybe I did, I can't remember. I do feel like revisiting that at some stage, but it's hard to find times to do like a 3-hour run. Also, it's getting to summer over here, and now I have flies buzzing around my bloody computer screen because they're attracted to the heat. So that's fun. That's right, I'm limited to 65 miles an hour, so I won't be speeding nearly as much as I would like. So 5 hours versus 4 hours and 8. So I'll be overdue by about an hour. So it'll be close to not be blacking out. What is summer? Summer is something that we have to put up with over here. I mean, don't get me wrong, we get rainy summers too. It's semi-tropical. So we get storm systems that move across the Pacific Ocean, and we get the dregs, where the cyclones have just turned into tropical depressions. So we usually get quite humid, hot and sticky, if you're lucky. But that's why we have air conditioning. It should be just out of shot, probably, above me. The air conditioning unit is just up there. Reminds me I should actually put the fan on, I think. What's it on at the moment? It's on cooling. I don't need it on cooling.
Keep right, then exit right.
I think that turned it on. No, it did not. There we go.
Exit right.
Oh, that was my exit. Whoop, don't mind me. I'm screwing up the controller. There we go. Don't change your air conditioning settings in drive, folks.
Keep left.
Multitasking. And this is why I crash a lot in this game. Hopefully there won't be any like breeze from the air conditioning, because it is blowing down on me. But my big head should protect the microphone from that. Take a moment to admire the scenery every now and then. What I need to really remember to do at some point is, as I'm driving through here, pop to the outside camera and take a scenic screenshot, and then just have that in my clipboard for when I finish, and that can be my thumbnail when I come to upload things to YouTube. Trade secrets. Hey Tori, welcome. On the one hand, Clove reckoned that she was going to be doing another run, and I was kind of wanting to sit on that again, but I gotta take what opportunities I can get to do streaming every now and then, because otherwise I never would, so... I really like what I've done through here.
May we have your attention, please?
I do still wish that the camera was offset from above the truck itself, though. It's like rotates around the truck cab. It would be nice if it rotated around just slightly above it. You get a lot more sort of scenic style shots that way. It does have an actual like photo mode for taking proper screenshots, but not what I'm after. Okay, in we go for the tunnel. Oh, it hasn't discovered the little car park area. That's annoying. What if I do this? Yeah, that got it. Nice. Through the tunnel. Not so secret tunnel under the mountain. Different watching it from outside the truck, yeah. It's like games where the default view is a third-person view for driving games. Always seems weird to me. Like racing games and stuff. It's just weird. Achievement unlocked, cruising high below. I remember getting half of that achievement when I was going through the other side, so the achievement was just to drive both ways through that tunnel, it seems. Yeah, normally when I'm doing driving games I prefer the cockpit view. When I was growing up, instead of the limited field of view you got from the cockpit view, I would usually do like the bumper view, which I think is this. You get quite a sensation of speed when you are on the front bumper. This is also a cool view because it's the top of the truck instead. It's an annoying whining noise though. Yeah, back in the original Need for Speed games I would usually drive with the bumper view. I can't remember when it was that I think it must have been with the third one, Hot Pursuit, that I started preferring the in-cockpit view instead. By that stage the games were getting a little bit more realistic anyway in their handling, so. And also the field of view was larger, it wasn't quite so constrained. I'm going to go round if I can. There's a lot of traffic here for some reason. Coming through. Just muting myself so I can clear my throat. Pretty through here. Yeah, it's a nice little walk down there. Oh, that's where there's a rest area and stuff. Okay, nice. Obviously the complication in this, if you're outside, is unless you have the virtual mirrors up, like I have the right mirror up anyway, you can bring up another one for the left. But normally when I'm in the truck cab itself, then I'll be using the real mirror. I just can't be bothered having to turn my head to look at the right mirror all the time. Normally that's the sort of thing that you'd be using your peripheral vision to look at. But even though I have the field of view slightly wider in this, it's not quite wide enough to be able to see all the way across, which is fair enough. I mean, realistically you wouldn't anyway. Truck cabs are big. Need to remember I can actually do smooth steering instead of having to jerk bit by bit. That's what I was doing in ETS1. It's nice through here. I love rocky outcropping landscapes and stuff. All the strata effects. I want to drive on the little road. I'm guessing that's the old road. Very susceptible to flooding, looks like. Is that the train line on the other side? Yeah, it looks like it. Nice. That'd be scenic. Speed limit 50? Yeah, no. I cannot. Can I squeeze through? Yes. I'm getting tired, yes I know, but the only way to that rest area is from the other side of the road, which is rather annoying. Or I'd have to like turn around. So the thing, to get into that rest area you have to be coming from the other direction, go in and then come back out this way. You can't just go in both ways. It's really weird. So you can't go through the canyon if you're going to that rest area. It's a bit bizarre. Preferred driving games from inside the vehicles unless it really sucks. Yeah, older games it was a lot more punishing because, I mean, for one, the old screen format was 4:3 ratio instead of widescreen now being the norm. So your field of view was limited to a small square, and that sucked. You just felt like you were driving in a postbox, which is not ideal. I'm just going to go straight through here. This looks like fun. Until there's a truck stop there.
Go straight.
So yeah, the fact that the default screen ratio is now widescreen helps a lot. And the default field of view for a lot of games, or in like this, you can adjust the field of view as part of the seat adjustments. Makes it a lot more accessible to be able to drive from inside the cab. Hour and 5, we have 18 minutes. 1 hour beyond is when you start fully blacking out, I believe. So we should make it just in time. Maybe. Or if there's a place to stop. Yeah, see, the rest area up here is also on the wrong side of the road. If there is an entrance, like if this barrier doesn't stop me going across to it, then I'll go in there, because it's just safer to do so. But it looks like that isn't the case, yeah, because it's probably the old road before there was a tunnel. Yeah, it follows the canyon around, so we can't get across there anyway. It's pretty brutal through here when you're driving from the east. There is nowhere that you can just stop off. Once we get closer, there'll be something near Grand Junction that we could stop in and rest if we really felt we needed to. But otherwise, it's just a case of get the load delivered. There's no real pressing need to, being an external contract. It's based around real time instead. I can't see what's at that service station there. Big problem is just being limited to 65 as part of the external contract, because if I was able to be booking it along here at 90, then I wouldn't have had to worry. Because there is a service station just off to the side of the motorway, so I think I'd probably go in there off to the right and then go make the delivery afterwards. It seems kind of silly because I'm right there, but better safe than sorry. Actually, it shows a fuel symbol, but not a rest symbol. Wonder if there's a hotel somewhere. Oh, let's just go make the delivery after all then.
Then exit right.
Never mind.
Exit right.
Haven't had all that many fade outs yet, so I think we're quite a ways away from blacking out.
Keep left. Get ready to turn right.
What the hell is this intersection?
Turn right.
I'm not used to driving on the left side of the road in this game. Ever in the top corner behind your camera, it swings, looks like a spider? No, that is a falcon
Left, then turn
or
left.
something carrying an orb. That was the community reward
Turn
for
left.
the Idaho DLC. So I'm doing the Colorado one now for exploring all of the cities or doing
Turn
delivery
right.
to the cities.
Then
It
continue
waves
straight.
around like an absolute maniac. It's way more active than
Go
it really
straight.
should be. It's basically the fluffy dice slot in the cab. I think the reward for this one is like a geode or
Turn
something,
left. Then
which
continue straight.
sounds pretty. I have like a plush excavator and all sorts of funny
Go
things
straight.
that I can put up there.
This is where it ends.
Where do you need it? This looks like I'll be driving past and then backing in. Yep. Bit of a tight squeeze, which we always love. Got the right angle. Yep, we're past the wall. Good. And we just slide it in. Bingo. And now we need fuel and we need rest. But that should be 6 or 7 out of the 13 now. 7. Nice. Because we were delivering from a new place to a new place. So we can take a look at the jobs that are available now anyway. This close to the border, I bet I'm going to get so many deliveries to other states. Pueblo again, I've been there. Rangeley, okay, just up the road. 114 miles, 100 is the minimum, so that's exactly okay. So we can accept that job. Oh god, it's articulated. Well, that's going to be fun. Okay, the problem with having the fan on
What are we
is
waiting
making my
for?
coffee cold prematurely. Okay, well I have to drive past where lots of places are to rest anyway. Let's turn around. I like that they've started putting in some new designs of places to drop loads. This is not a familiar layout at all. Slightly less templatey.
Go straight, and then turn right. Recomputing.
Let's find me a hotel.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left, and then continue straight. Go straight, and then turn right. Turn right.
Squeak. Turning right on a red's perfectly legal
Go
anyway.
straight. Get ready to turn right.
Of course, I'm limited to 65 already because I accepted. I see now. This is just confusing.
Turn right.
See, guys, you put a roundabout each side. You don't need
Right.
to do that.
And then turn right.
Who the hell thought that was a good idea? Okay, so the rest area with all of
Turn
the
right.
actual sleeping zones is further away. We're just going to drive in here
Finding new route.
just to
Okay,
discover this area.
Let's find a new route.
There we go.
Make a U-turn now.
And now we turn around out here.
Rerouting. Finding new route. Recomputing. Keep right.
We can actually pick up the delivery on the way. We may as well.
Keep left. And then
Time
turn
goes
left.
slower when you're in town anyway. And if I'm going slower, because
Here
I'm
we
not on the
are.
open road yet,
Safe
then
and sound.
if I do completely black out,
Turn
I
left.
should be able to just jam the brakes on and not worry too much. So this is going to be fun going
We got the
through the
contract.
service
Now
station with
go.
a double trailer. Flies buzzing around. Just need
Turn
room to
right.
make a nice wide turn.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right.
going to be fun if there's some twisty hill roads to get up to Rangeley
Turn left.
with an articulated trailer.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh, guys, you had to put a raised median in.
Turn right.
Fine, I'll wait at the traffic lights. But I'm not happy about it. Roundabouts,
Never
fine.
mind. I'll find a new route.
See, this is what you do. You have roundabouts. Instead of weird, twisty, turny things.
At the roundabout, take the third
The
exit.
sky is gorgeous, it is indeed.
Keep left.
They do some nice sunsets.
Recomputing. At the roundabout, take the third exit.
This is the sort of
Keep
area
left.
that I just really
Okay,
love in
let's
real
find a
life
new
as
route.
well.
Rerouting.
I don't want to go into that one, I want to go into this one. Here we go.
Finding new
Trucks. Yeah, see? I can read.
Recomputing. When possible, make a U-turn.
That one. There we go. I know what my buttons do. They even have the things to wash your windscreen off the left there. That's cool. Off we go. Now, where's going to be the best place to sleep? Over there, I think. Just towards the exit anyway. What the hell did I hit there? Did I just graze past the way station too closely or something? That was weird. Whatever. Drive through. And brake, engine, rest. Goodbye sunset. Hello sunrise. Now I could go to the service station over here and repair.
Okay, let's find a new route. Rerouting.
Okay, I'm not driving in there with a
Please
double trailer.
make a U-turn when possible. Never mind. I'll find a new.
So making a U-turn is going to be fun too. Let's see how far I can drive off-road before there's an invisible wall. Perfect. Not a worry.
Keep right.
Right, to Rangeley. At some point I do want to replace this truck again. The Western Star truck is decent. Actually, to
At
be
the
fair, they are
roundabout, take
coming
the
out with
second
another
exit.
new truck.
Keep left.
I did see the announcement, I did not see if there was a date on it. So if it's anytime soon, I guess we just stick with the Western Star
Exit now.
until the new one comes out. It's a Freightliner, I think it was.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Exit now. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Nice wide corner. And cruise control. And we have over $1 million again. Nice. My other drivers are earning a decent amount, 16,000 from that one.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Need to go through and see where my other garages are at, and if I've got empty slots, put more
Exit
trucks
right.
in, hire some more drivers, get closer to the point that I am at in Euro Truck,
Turn
where I
right.
can just do whatever I like because my drivers are earning enough to sustain me. Time for back roads.
Go straight.
Just need to stop off for a spot of Farming Simulator. I've had Farming Simulator come up in my recommendations on Steam a lot, given that I play a lot of these simulator style games. But I think the thing that really puts me off, other than just the sheer amount of minutiae that you have to worry about in it, is the driving of the vehicles just seems so bad. And I know that my driving is also bad, but at least it's reasonably realistically done in this game. But all of the thought in Farming Simulator has gone into the vehicles you use and the types of things in order to grow things and stuff like that, instead of the actual use of the vehicles. And I feel that's a pretty bad thing to skimp on. I don't know, I'm just going off on impressions of what I've seen from other people playing it, to be fair. Maybe I should see if there's a demo. This is a hell of a trailer to take on these switchbacks. You're actually having to drive responsibly. Ew. He says going like 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. Truck does handle well, I'll give it that, the Western Star. They do handle nicely. They're not as fast as some of the others, but that's not really a problem when I'm doing these external contracts, given that I'm limited to 65 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Like, you'd never use it in a speed run, but perfectly adequate for casual play. Okay, we need some external view up here, because that's nice. You know what? I'm just going to pull in over here. And we're going to go photo studio. Zoom. Okay, where's the controls on this bitch? Okay. No, I don't want that one. Back how it was. Ah, Q, there we go. Okay, blur transition. Ah, focusing plane position. There we go, we want more of a wide focus. Still going to have some soft focus on the back, but that's alright. Where do we want it actually looking, I wonder? So I don't want that other truck in the background if I can get away with it. That looks pretty nice. Nice. Where were we? I mean, if you're not going to actually stop and appreciate the scenery sometimes in this game, then what the hell are you playing it for?
Go straight.
One day, we'll get to Colorado, and we'll find that exact rest area, And I'll stop off and take a picture in the same place and do a comparison. That might be in a couple of decades' time, but... That was one thing I really enjoyed about Test Drive Unlimited 2 as a game. I don't know if it had the same feature in the first game or not, I never played it, but in the second one at least, you got missions from a photographer where he had specific conditions of where to take a picture. Basically the idea is that he had done a photo thing or contracted someone to take photos, but a lot of them had been botched. So he wanted you to go and take them again. So it was like you had to be at X place at this time of day with this style of vehicle. And you would take a photo, snapshot in that, and you'd be able to then peruse them and I think use them in photo frames in your houses that you could buy in that game. It was just another sort of collectibles hunt. And it was really fun. And it just meant that it gave you an excuse to go different places and appreciate the scenery. I really wish that they had like player houses in this, or just like a headquarters. Like if your headquarters you could decorate in some way, have like a corporate office or something that you could put things in. It'd be so cool.
Get ready to turn left.
Talked about moving to Colorado before. It was far from family. Yeah.
Turn left.
That must be a big problem in the States because the distances are just enormous a lot of the time. Okay, we'll wait for the bus. Technically, I do have to give way. Rangeley discovered. I've got friends who live in, I think, Fort Collins. They came over here to visit at one point. They were doing a 2-week trip or something around New Zealand.
Get ready to turn left.
This part of the state is quite nice because there's features to it. The eastern side definitely feels a little bit boring. Like, I'm sure it's lovely, but there's just not much there. It's the same in like southeastern Idaho.
Make a U-turn now.
I was saying in one of the other streams that
Right
when
on
they
time.
come to do states like Nebraska, it's going to be interesting because there's just so much, not a lot. Now, can I sneak around this way and just squeak through here, flatten some grass to get a bit of a better angle on where they want me to park this? Yes, here we go. Past the gas bottles, or whatever those are. Oh, it's just the rubbish. Yeah, there we go. Nice and straight. In we come. Erp. Done. Last thing you want to do is overshoot and have to reverse with these trailers. Hey Lizzie, welcome, welcome. Going to sleep but good trucking? Well, thanks for stopping by. Have a good sleep. It's tricky because when I stream at night, it's a decent enough time for Europeans to come along and watch, but it's horrific for those in North America. And then if I stream during the day like now, as I understand it, it's a better time for North America, but really bad for Europe. And a really awkward time zone over here. Denver, I was just looking for CO places. Steamboat Springs, there we go. 102 miles. 100 is the number of miles that it needs to be. What is Montrose otherwise? Okay, so how many times do I think I'm going to get a delivery to Montrose? Whereas I've seen Steamboat Springs pop up a few times. This pays better though. We'll do a wheel loader. It's wheel, I can see it, it's on the trailer.
Get on with it.
How long have we been going for? 3/4 of an hour. Probably take a quick break after this one, get myself another drink. I can't go around this way. Okay. On the map it looked like it went through. Trixie. Oh, I could have gone down the other one. Never mind. Boink. Boink.
Turn left, and then turn left. Turn left. Get ready to turn right.
I wonder what that bit is off to the left up here. I'm
Turn
just going to
right.
go for a quick little drive.
Recomputing. Rereading.
Oh, it's another dispatch place. It's Gallon. Okay, that's fine.
Turn left.
Oil field. This is just a little industrial town, looks like.
It's all over now.
Yeah, this is like a scrapyard, basically. It's where they bring in all the scrap for processing. And I guess they take it to a mill to reclaim it. Well, they actually got a crane lifting up bricks. That's a nice touch.
Drive safe.
So did I ever turn pedestrians back on? I was going to see if it makes any difference to things in towns. I'm gonna double check. Options, gameplay. Cutscenes turned on. Where even are pedestrians in this? Or is that something have they bothered with that in this? Or is that, or maybe it's graphics actually. Also, honestly, I should try cranking up some of these. Oh, anti-aliasing I don't care about, but I should try putting like high on that. I don't care about shadows. Shadows is always the first thing I drop down when I'm going through graphic settings, because it's something I barely notice. Pedestrians, there we go. I'm going to put that on again. Because apparently you get little things in some of the new places they've put. Usually have it turned off simply because it's just a distraction when you're driving around town, but... Okay, we'll see if my frame rates have any issue with having the SSAO turned up and stuff, but... It's already looking a bit kind of... I don't know. The colours seem nicer. Hopefully that's made some sort of improvement. We're still at 60 FPS, so... Just so used to having to turn... There's a bit of tearing there as it loads things up. So used to having to have settings turned down for games. Okay, no, it's only around 48 now. Maybe not. We'll experiment. Graphics setting stream. So I do have the scaling at 150. If we drop that back down to just 100, I wonder what difference that makes in terms of the general appearance of the game. I don't imagine it matters in terms of streaming because transcoding and everything being what it is. So we're back up to 52, where we were at 48. Now we're back up to 60 again. I imagine it'll matter when we come to new places where it's loading in details. So I'll keep a bit of an eye on it. If I notice it being too jerky, then I'll drop things down again. I do only have a 1070, so, you know.
Go straight, and then turn right.
I am honestly noticing a difference myself in terms of the scaling being different.
Turn right.
Maybe I do want that back up again. But yeah, with transcoding being what it is, I doubt anyone watching otherwise would notice a difference, like, on stream. If I do get too many instances of that just frame drops every now and then I'll just drop the SSAO back down again to maybe medium we can try. It was on low. I've not really played around with the graphics settings a hell of a lot in this game before. So. Be interesting to get some feedback if people do notice specific things making any difference. I do have all the mods turned off that I've previously used, just graphics mods, because they've made improvements in the game anyway, in terms of their textures and in terms of the lighting. So I've not really felt that I've needed to turn the mods back on. There is one for road textures, which I think did make a bit of a difference. Not having actually been to anywhere in the States like this, I don't know whether or not the roads normally look like this, or if they're normally the blacktop is what I've usually heard things referred to as, because there'll be more asphalt seal. Which I think the mod replicated more. But I have mods turned off for speedrunning purposes most of the time anyway. This is like driving through Hawke's Bay.
Go straight.
Brown fields. Brown fields, country towns. Not so many diners over this part of the world though. Oh, you're overtaking. Well, I'll undertake then. How about that? So there. Random rest area in there.
Go straight. Let's pop into the scenic view again. Not as much to see through here, just country roads, country fields. What are those big smokestacks over there, I wonder? Some sort of industry in Steamboat Springs? Is that a coal power station or something? Right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Excuse me. If you will be in the right lane but not be turning right, then... Yampa River. Okay. I missed what sort of place I was actually making a delivery to. Just HMS machinery, so that's probably a quarry or something.
Left.
I've done pretty well these few deliveries to not take any damage on things, so that's nice. In we go.
Good driving.
Why, thank you. Okay. Tucked in the side there. That's be interesting. How can I go about getting a good angle for this? If we do this, and then turn like so. That's not enough angle. Okay. We need a bit more room to work with. Should just keep going around. That's a bit better. There we go. Squeeze it through and then straighten it up. Not hit the pillar on the other side if we can help it. Easy does it. Just tap, tap, tap it in. We went a bit too far the other way. Didn't matter. Still counted. Okay. Another one down. 9 out of 13. We might be able to finish this today. What is it, 12:30? I'm going to need some lunch soon though. Might have to just flip the camera off after and make myself something to eat. We'll see how we go. This is awkward. We're not close enough to Steamboat Springs for this sphere to include all of the other places, so it's just these places it seems. Oh, we're close enough to V, just. We can just deliver into town. That might be a good idea. Just do something like that, just to get closer into town. Or go all the way to Alamosa. There are actually quite a few places, or a few deliveries available. Okay, so what we might try and do is if we take this closer into town, and then we'll see if one of those car ones is still available. But first, I need to take a short break, so we are going to hop over to this view. We are going to hide that for now. We are going to show that one for now. And we are going to leave the music running and mute, and I'll be back in a few minutes.